everybody. Nice to see you. I am totally in the wrong spot. I hope you grabbed your coffee, grabbed your mat, grab your pet. I tossed my pet out. Not before he left a big licking spot all over my mat though. He climbs all over me while I'm teaching yoga, which is what we love. See if the camera is good. There we are. Not before he left a big... Good morning, Vicki. And Christy's here and Becky's here. So I don't know if you read in the description that today's a warrior flow. So we're going to take warrior poses and put them into a flow. And we typically already have them. Warrior 1, Warrior 2, Warrior 3, but there's also reverse warrior, humble warrior, and those kinds of things. And we're just going to take those warrior poses and tweak them up to help build some fire, to help us feel connected, but mostly to find that inner fierce that's in here somewhere that we put a damper on him or her that helps us get the things we need to get done. And you can do those things compassionately and positively. You can be fierce and speak your mind. You don't have to explode. But a lot of times we avoid confrontation instead of leaning into it. So that's what the whole fierce warrior practice is about today. Good morning. I like my bright outfit. Thank you. Good morning, Alicia. And Barbara's here, Mimi's here, David's here. Wonderful. How's everybody's body doing today? I was going to teach from the living room today so you guys could see a different pose, or a different space. Maybe that's tomorrow. Just so you guys don't have to look at the same stuff all the time. Good morning, Valerie. Oh, lots of good people filling in. Happy Tuesday. Thank you. I like this sunshiny top. I put on this sunshiny top so that you guys wouldn't notice I have on the same pants from yesterday. It matches. Good morning, Marissa. My body is well. Thank you. I appreciate that. Christy, your feet and your heels. My suggestion maybe is to double mat. We're not doing a lot of balancing, really, but if your feet are really giving you grief, try to lean into the ball of the foot. So here's a tip for you. As much as I don't like the tip, it works. Those days that your feet are just miserable and you can't stand on them, and I know you suffer through it anyway, you can wear shoes and do yoga. You're not going to feel as connected, but the rest of your body gets to calm and be quiet. But you can't wear like sandals. You need to wear like real thin kids, not bulky tennis shoes, just enough to give those bone spurs a little bit of a break, but still practice. But if you're managing well today, do that. Susan, you're so funny. I'm like, it's quarantine. I don't have to change it every day for everybody. You just see me. I'm just going to put on a clean shirt. So, yeah. Body's good. Yay. Okay. So we're going to get started in our practice. It's 9:02. By the way, those of you who are sending me pictures, like Barbara's sending me pictures and Alicia is sending me pictures of you practicing at home, especially with your pets, I love them. They make me so happy. And I'm sure because like Alicia posts on Facebook, let me know if it's okay to post those, of you and your pets practicing, because I want to encourage other people that are at home that are really starting to feel the despair and the heaviness of quarantine, the cuteness of getting on the mat and practicing with your pets, rolling around the floor, and it'll be okay. So just let me know that. Good morning, Fran. Good morning, Petra. Glad you're here. Carol. Oh, sciatica. All right, so the good news is we're doing a lot of standing, and that should help that sciatica. The warrior's very about connecting through the foot all the way to the hip. That should help. Like I was telling Christy, you're just going to have to kind of be gentle with that foot and see what it's going to give you for feedback today. Yay! I'm glad your body's good, Becky. Debbie, nice to see you. Neva, good morning to you. And Mick and all the kitties. All right. Let's do this. All right, so we're going to just come into our comfortable seated position. This gives other folks a chance to kind of settle in and to sign on. Oh yeah, I'm really stiff too. We're going to let the head come forward, feel the back of the neck stretch. Just checking in. And as soon as I get into this position, I'm on my mat, I bring my head down. My body knows, okay, it's time. It's time to work. It's time to set the intention. And it's so funny how immediately I'm aware of my body. I'm aware of my breath just because of habit. So funny though that when I stand up and leave the mat, I kind of forget about it. But here we're aware. We're going to let the head come up, but the eyes are still closed, right ear, right shoulder. Left ear, left shoulder. And back to the center. Set the intention and find your breath, lifting that pelvic floor. We're pulling the navel back. Lace those fingers together, open the eyes, press out, lift up. Nice tall spine here. And from there, we're going to twist to the right, tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left shoulder comes down, right hand comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come back up. Back to the center. Hands come out and up. And rotate to the left. Tall spine. And then right shoulder comes down, left hand comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come on up. Back to the center and forward. Lengthening out the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come back up. We change the cross of those legs. Now from here, right arm comes down, left arm reaches. Nice long stretch here. Slowly we're waking up. Rib cage opens up. Hand lifts. We're going to bend at that elbow, twist it through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unwind and lengthen. Come back up. Left arm comes down. Right arm reaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right arm comes up. Bend at the elbow. Twist it through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release and stretch. And back up and behind. Roll the shoulders back, looking up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come forward. Hands come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands come down as we come up. Backs of the hands come together. Roll back body. 1, 2, 3. Good morning, Julie. 4, 5. Gently release. I love seeing a picture of you and your kitty laying on your yoga mat yesterday. Made me happy. Tall spine. Forward fold. Lengthening through the crown of the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come up. Bring the knees up. Cross the arms. Roll back body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring those knees up. Change the cross. Roll the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring those knees back up. We're going to reach down and grab that right foot. Extend it up. Good morning, Tessa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that foot come down. Left one comes up. Nice big stretch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let that foot come down. Drop the knees. Big stretch. Feel that hip coming down. Work right here. Nice full breath. 3, 4, 5. Let's drop them over to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to bring those knees back in. Now, we're not doing this extended part. We're trying to just change it up so you don't have the same thing every day. So we have this. We're going to just roll back, pulling it just a little bit. I really want you to focus on this hip a little bit before we come to a hands and knees. So we're going to grab those heels for happy baby. And we're going to try to take that right heel and right hand and pull it in towards the chin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But now we're going to take this leg and extend it out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring that foot back in. So now we're going to take this left foot and we're going to bring it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let that leg come out to the side. So we feel that work. Find your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And bring that knee back in. So we're going to cross those knees here. We're going to reach down, grab those ankles, pull them down and up towards the shoulders. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change the cross. Pull them down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release. Pull in. Nice work here. here, we're going to work on a bridge posture. We're going to put those hands down. We're going to press down to come up, lifting the tuchus up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we roll it right back down. Windshield wiper those legs just a little bit. And then from here, we're going to pull the knees in, cross at the ankles, rolling up, and we're going to come forward onto hands and knees. So this is that place where if you need to put a blanket under your knees, you grab that now, or a towel. In Neva's case, if she's still watching, she has a kitty cat for every single limb. All those sweet kitties. All right. So I thank you guys for joining me every morning at 9. It makes me so happy. We're going to inhale that spine up and exhale the belly down, looking up. Inhale that spine up. Exhale it down. One more time here. Inhale that spine up. And exhale it down. Last time. Inhale it up. And exhale it down. Good morning, Mom. Flatten that back. Make a C with the spine to the right. We feel that stretch through the side body. And we're going to make a C with the spine to the left. Back to the center. Soften the feet and shift back. Lengthen those arms out. So what's going on with your body here? It's where we get to check in. We've kind of gotten our head on the mat now instead of elsewhere. We're kind of waking up now. And that's the purpose of this first little warms up. Just to kind of get the body moving, to kind of get our head in the game, figure out what's happening. And then from here we're going to come up into table. And then from table up onto our knees. So we're going to work on camel. And then we're going to work on gate posture, just so we can work through the hips a little more for our warrior series. So the hands are on the hips, and we're going to push those hips forward. We're going to turn the heart up. So now that we've really got our head in the game, and we're giving our body some attention, we're able to really focus on concepts and that feeling of being connected, and we want to just embody the warrior today. So what do we think about when we think about warriors? All right, we think of courage, we think of bravery, we think of fierceness, and courage and bravery, contracted belly, looking down, doesn't mean that they're not scared or have fear. That means they have fear and they do it anyway. That's the bravery. That's the courage, right? And so we all have fears, but we have to do some things even though we're scared. And that's where courage and bravery come from. And we're trying to use these poses today to help that in our body. And then we're going to sit up straight. We're going to turn. I'm turning towards you, so you may want to turn however you can still see your screen. We're going to work on gate pose. So whenever you turn, you need to make sure that the leg that you extend stays on your mat so it doesn't slide. So as you guys get into this posture, my right leg is down, my arms are up. We're going to reach over, left hand comes down to the shin, right hand comes up. So what else do we think of when we think of warriors? We think of discipline, right? They train and they try to make themselves better. They have that, I don't want to say drive, that's not necessarily true for every warrior, but definitely discipline and strong will. And we all have that. We just have to tap into it. And contract to come up. And the right hand comes down, left arm reaches. And you're like, well, I get that, and thank you for saying that, but why does that matter? Because the whole focus of this practice, we've done all of the poses that we're going to do today before, but because we're changing the intention, we're basically cropping the photo differently, it's going to mean something different to us today. We're going to allow that hand to come back up. Now we're going to bring that left foot in and let your right foot come out. Now, I have my foot turned forward instead of out, because later we're working on triangle, and this way the leg is kind of prepped for triangle. It's a harder triangle today. Hands are out. We're going to lengthen and tip. So we're going to put that hand on the calf. Left hand is up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left hand comes down. Right hand reaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that hand come down, slowly come up, bring the knee in, rotate around, and come down. Nice stretch here. Nice. So you guys are now starting to turn that around in your brain. That discipline, the fierceness, the focus, right? That courage and bravery. We all have all those traits. And to refine them or define them is the discipline. And the discipline today is the fieriness of the practice. So we're going to come up into table, and from table to down dog, we're going to check in with those legs. We're bending and stretching with those knees, lengthening through the spine, filling in lower back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bend those knees, looking forward, stepping forward, fingertips flat back. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up and back down. Step for the front of the mat. We're going to feel the temperature and the texture of the feet. We feel connected. Now, especially if you ever are a Kung Fu junkie. I'm a Kung Fu junkie. Love martial arts. Started martial arts when I was 11 years old. Those warriors are very in tune to their surroundings, right? They feel the space. They feel when space is being compressed on either side, and it's an awareness. The warriors we're working on today have awareness, so feel the temperature of your mat under your feet. How is it different than the temperature on top of your feet? Lift your toes and lower the toes. Feel connected to the earth. Like you could feel vibrations of someone walking up on you through your feet. That's the awareness, that acuity that we want in our practice today. Inhaling up. Exhaling, forward folding. Fingertips flat back. Forward fold, bend the knees, send that right foot back. We're going to ground that right foot. Now, after we ground that right foot, we're going to come up into warrior 1. Nice work here. Now, because it's warriors, we're taking our time in them. So these are 10 counts today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to come into a pose that's called humble warrior. We're going to put the hands behind us. We're going to lace them together, roll those shoulders back. Now from here, we're going to try to come forward and lift those hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to put those hands down to the waistline first, then bring them to the floor. Come to the ball of the foot, stepping back from here, knees, chest, and chin, all the way down. Soften the belly, soften the feet, maybe a little rock here. Lift the chest up, pull those arms in, opening through the heart, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chest comes right back down. Nice work here. Now, from here we want to stretch out that shoulder. We're going to extend that right arm out. We're going to roll to the right side. Let your ear drift down towards the floor. We're opening up through the shoulder, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to come back to the center. Left arm comes out. We're going to roll to left shoulder. Stacking those legs in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the center. Hands come in. Press to table. From table to down dog. Bend and stretch. Right leg comes forward, grounding that back foot. Good morning, Jesse. Good morning, Sandy. Hands come up. Warrior 1. Now remember, we're tapping into that discipline, the focus, the breath, that fierceness, courage, bravery. We're doing something even though we're scared. That's the warrior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to allow those hands to come behind. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, opening that heart. Forward folding now into humble warrior. So those hands come all the way up. 1, whoops, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We let those arms come to the waistline first. The hands then come down. We're going to come to the ball of that left foot as we step forward. Fingertips flat back. Forward folding. Inhaling all the way up. Hands come down. And walk it out. Good job. Are we feeling fiery? Maybe yes, maybe no. Are fiercely hungry? The courage to open the refrigerator, or is it maybe the courage not to eat quarantine food? All right. Let's see what we can do about round 2. Round 2, we're going to explore warrior 2, and we're going to do some variations in that. Inhaling up. Exhaling, forward fold. Fingertips flat back. Forward fold. We're going to bend the knees, send that right foot back, grounding that right foot. We're going to cartwheel those hands up into warrior 2. We're going to hang out here for 10. Now we really want to curate this knee. We're going to make sure that it's not rolling in or too far forward or too far back. We will always want to think left knee left, left knee left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now here's the change for you. We've never done this before together. Hands come up like you're in warrior 1, but you're going to hinge at the hip and lean this forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Slowly coming back up. Wowzers. Hands come down. We're going to come to the ball of the foot. And fire. Knees, chest, and chin. Lay it down. Good, Carol. I'm glad we're chasing it. We're going to get it all stretched out. Nice little rock here. We're opening through the front of the hip. All right. Lift that chest open through the heart so we have some contraction in back body. And then we slowly let the chest come down. We're going to roll to the right side. We're going to put that right forearm down, stack those feet, and press and lift up. Left arm lifts up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hip comes down. Belly comes down. Rotate to left. Stacking feet. Lift up. Right hand comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hip comes down. Belly comes down. Nice rock. Opening through the fronts of the feet. Press to table. From table to down dog. Bending and stretching. Right foot comes forward, grounding that foot. Now from here we're going to cartwheel up into warrior 2. Now remember, we're really aware of this right knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're getting ready to do that variation. Hands come up. You're going to lean forward. Sorry that my booty's right at you on the camera. It's going to look like the sun's out. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly we come up, turn, hands come down, come to the ball of the left foot, stepping forward, fingertips flat back, forward fold, inhale all the way up, hands come back down, and release it out, walk it out, feel good about it, and check in. Use those warrior skills. What's the temperature of your skin? What do you smell? What do you hear? How does the mat feel under your feet? If you're having pain and discomfort in your body, what's the body trying to tell you? Is it telling you you have a pattern that's causing discomfort? Are you eating foods that's making it grumpy? And we just think about it. All right, that was our second flow. So let's get into our third flow. So this third flow is going to be practicing warrior 2, or 3. And I like coming into warrior 3 from chair. But today, because I want us to do a flow, we're going to do it from warrior 1. So we're going to repeat warrior 1 only to get into warrior 3. And then standing split. So from here, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Fingertips flat back. Forward fold, soft bend the knees, send the right foot back, ground that foot. Now ideally you would leave the foot on the ball, but we're not going to do that today. We want to still feel that connectedness through the feet. So we're up. So in this posture, unlike when you're in chair, because it's kind of hard to focus, but from this posture, you can think, okay, I'm headed in this direction. What do I need to do in my body to make this happen? We're going to let the hands come down to the chest today so the hands are not in the way. We're going to step to stick. So what we've done is we've just transferred the weight into that left foot. Now we begin to allow that right foot to come up. Try to keep the hips square, and then we just kind of stop. So I feel like this posture is a little easier to come into from this pose versus chair. But here we're able to premeditate, feel those muscles, check in, and then fold. Now we're coming into a standing split. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend your left knee till right foot touches. Good job. Come to the ball with that right foot. We're going to step back into a plank. Knees, chest and chin, belly comes all the way down. A little rock here. Lift the chest, open the heart, open the throat. Nice work here. 3, 4, 5. Chest slowly comes down. And we're going to press the table. Now from table, we kick that right foot out. And we lengthen left arm up. From there, we lift left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to reach back, grab it, pull it in. Nice work here. Just part of our little flow. 3, 4, 5. Release. Left hand comes down and switch sides. Right hand comes up. Right leg lifts up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bend the knee, grab the foot, open to the front of the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release. Put that hand down. Put the knee down. Oh, wow. I like being on the big screen. And gently release. And to come up to our table. And then to down dog. Bending and stretching. And then from there, right foot comes forward. Grounding that back foot. We're going to come up. Warrior 1. Now remember, we're coming into this Warrior 1 as our prep for Warrior 3. We're going to put those palms together. Hands are at the heart. We're going to step forward just a bit. And then see if maybe we can just be on the ball of the foot. All of the weight is in right foot as we begin to come forward. Hollowing out the belly, lifting pelvic floor, even here. Try to make a nice flat line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands come down, left leg up. Thank you so much, Carol. I feel the same way about you guys. A reason for me to get out of bed in the morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bending the knee, let that left foot come down, and then step forward. Fingertips flat back. Forward fold. And inhale all the way up. And release those arms. And check in. And I mean that when I tell you guys, I really, getting up and teaching yoga every morning at 9 a.m. for the last 29 days has given me purpose when I didn't feel like I had any. Being there for you helped me be here for myself. So I really appreciate the support. So let's work on our last warrior flow before we move to the floor. And this is going to be reverse warrior. But we're going to take this reverse warrior and we're going to add triangle to it. So we're going to inhale up and forward fold. From here, we're going to fingertips flat back, really lengthen through spine. Forward fold, bend the knees, send that right foot back. We're going to ground that foot, really anchor in. We're going to cartwheel up into warrior two because that's just the transition for us to get up. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. Now, as we lengthen here, we still feel connected and rooted here, but it gives us a chance to open here through that rib cage. This is that reaching for something that's bigger than ourselves. And a warrior, this makes you vulnerable here, but it's called exalted warrior sometimes, as in reaching up for divine intervention. It's called reverse warrior because you're moving backward in space. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to straighten the front leg and we're going to tee out. We're going to lengthen forward. We're going to let that left hand come to the ankle and we're going to come into triangle. Now, we want to extend through the spine. Hips forward, shoulders back. Not too bad, right? Hips forward, shoulders back. We normally do this. How is this going to be different today? We're finding that fierceness, that courage, that warriorness. We're going to take this left hand that's on the bottom and lift it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let those hands come down. So hard. Come to the ball of that foot. Stepping back. We're in that plank. Knees. Chest and chin. Let the belly come down. Soften those feet. Rock the hips. Walk those thighs together. Lift the chest up. Open through the heart. Let that chest come back down. We're going to press to table. Now once we make it to table, we're going to bring that right leg forward. We're going to climb up on that knee so we can open the hip a little more. Hands come up. So it's kind of like a little flow inside a flow. It's a turducken. 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that left hand come down. Right hand come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That right hand reaches behind. You're going to bend that left knee. So if I can bring it up, grab the foot. Maybe you just wave at the foot. 1, 2. Maybe get up and dance around because you have a cramp. It's all good. 3, 4, 5. We're going to release that out. Bring those elbows down. Nice work in the hip. Where's your breath? And then slowly we're going to come up, shift back, lengthen through that leg. Good morning, Joelle. Good morning, Kelly. We're going to bring a right leg back. We're going to bring that left leg forward, really stretch it in. We're going to climb up to that leg. Let those hands come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that right hand come down, left hand come up. Nice big stretch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach back, bend the knee, grab the foot. Open through the front of the hip, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release. We're going to bring those elbows down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly, we're going to come up and shift back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring that foot back. We're going to turn those toes, come into down dog. Bending and stretching here. Right leg travels forward, grounding that back foot. We're going to cartwheel back up into warrior 2 as our transition. Left hand down, right hand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to straighten that front leg. We're going to lengthen out and tip for triangle. So we're just trying to find that triangle first. Hips are forward, shoulders are back. Really trying to stack those shoulders, finding that alignment, finding the work, tapping into this side body, pushing back with this hip, opening through the waistline. Lift pelvic floor, hollow out the belly so you can initiate psoas and lower abs, making this a little easier. And then from here, we extend that right arm out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands come down, bend that knee, holy smokes. Come to the ball of that foot. Cramp, I know, right? And step forward. Fingertips flat back. Nice long stretch. I love you guys commenting. It makes me happy. Forward folding. Inhaling all the way up. Release it out. Nice work. So that was our last flow. We're going to start making it down to the mat. So I like to bring my feet wider than the hips, almost mat distance apart to come into that squat. So we're going to try to just slowly sink down. I let my hands help me. It takes a little pressure out of the knees, and we just kind of sit. Releasing lower back, releasing the hips. Feels so good. Feet. All of that. Speaking of feet, Christy, you hanging in there? And then slowly, we're going to come down onto the booty and extend the legs. So this is the part that we didn't do at the beginning. We saved to the end for our cool down. So we're going to take that right leg and cross it over the left and lean forward. Oh, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come up. I am so happy to hear that, Carol. I can't even begin to tell you how much. Petra, how's it going? You can't hold the pose and comment. You just have to find that space when we get to the front of sending in a little comment, or you do it for 5 instead of for 10, and then send a comment, or in your case, you can yell to Joshua to type for you. Tall spine. And 1. Good morning, Jesse. What are you going to say? Yes. Warrior Goddess, y'all. Goddess was in the pose today, in the lineup, but she got cut because we ran out of time. Nice full breath. And back to the center. Grab that foot. We're going to rock it out. Oh my gosh, you guys are cracking me up. You make me so happy. Rock it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is really good, Carol, for that sciatica. Just sit here and rock it out. We're going to put that foot on the inside of the thigh, right hand behind, press down to come up, lengthen through the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The booty comes right back down. We're going to take that right foot and place it in the left thigh. Bring that left knee up, right knee comes down, tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently release. You know, now that I know that you're watching me on the big screen, maybe I need a little more makeup and stuff. There's some things you may not want to see that big in the morning. Left leg comes over, reaching forward. Nice big stretch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming up. Foot comes next to the knee. And we'll rotate to the left. Tall spine here. Happy thoughts. Big smiles. Super fierce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to the center. Grab that foot. Rock it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From there, we're going to put that foot on the inside of the thigh. No, inside of the thigh. Left hand comes behind. Reach down and come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Booty comes right back down, and that foot comes into the thigh. We're going to bend that right knee. Left knee comes down. Tall spine here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release. Whew. Extend those legs out. Nice little bounce. So we want to kind of bring that all together. We're going to reach forward, grab those feet. Now, if you can't grab the feet, that's okay. Ankles, shins, knees. Feet are just the direction. So we bend forward. We feel those backs of those legs stretch. The glutes stretch. The lower back stretches. But as we come up, hands come back. Fingertips towards glutes. Press down to lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly lower that booty. Scooch down. Pull those knees in. A little rock from side to side. We're going to bring those arms out to the side, drop the knees to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring those knees back to the center, over to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring those knees back to the center. Bottoms of the feet go flat on the floor. Hands come beside the body. Press down through those feet to lift up. You're contracting the glutes. You're opening through the front of the pelvis. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly lowering back down. Take a pause. comes to left knee. Pull that left knee into the chest. Nice big stretch. 1,